Hi, this is Marlon again with another tutorial on the Allen Heath Q24 board for our school and chapel and our church. I just want to show you some really hopefully obvious things. The first time you're running a board, like a digital board in a live situation, it can be overwhelming unless you practice with it. So let me just give you some quick buttons to jump to in case you're having issues, and that is your master fader. If you're getting feedback and something's going crazy, go ahead and kill that master switch. Another way is hit a master mute button. Really helpful. Again, hit select. You can mute it. Very helpful if things are just not going right. And just a couple things, again, I want you to remember when you're looking at stuff, make sure you're observing what is being selected. Again, you can look at it right here. You can also see it right here. But that can get very confusing when you're working at layers. Here's something selected in my layers. It's effects in, but I go over to here, you'll notice nothing is selected. You're like, oh, because the selection is there. So basically we have one selection at a time. So you'll just have to get used to watching what's happening here, here, and the select buttons, and here, and here. But again, if all else fails, hit that master mute button, make sure left, right is selected, and bring it down, and see how you can regroup. A couple more obvious things that we're going to have set up here. Here is our input for our headphones, very helpful. Again, this is your own headphone volume control. And then there's a talkback button. A talkback button is very helpful, and we'll have that set up here. But I find it very helpful when I'm working with a group. Say I'm talking to instrumentalists, and again, we're working with a lot of people that are new to playing music and singing, and they're not always paying attention to the sound person. So I want to encourage you as a sound person to really take command of a mix setting, or you're trying to get instrumentalists to do, because you need to set up the gain, you need to set things up so that they can get to the rehearsal. One way is to use a talkback mic, and the talkback mic is simply a microphone that's plugged in the back, and that when you press this button talk, you talk, and then it sends a signal or your voice specifically to a couple areas. It can send it to the main house mix, but we have some monitors on the floor. It could send it right directly to them so that they can get your attention really quickly and easily, and you can tell them, hey, you know, bass player, I need you to put your volume up to about 80%, give me a strong signal, and then you can adjust the gain. Okay, thank you, bass player, you're done. Let's go to the next vocalist, and you can begin to use the talkback button. The talkback button is basically like a walkie-talkie. You press it, your voice is being projected. You let go, and it's no longer. So that's a wonderful thing that you should be using, and giving yourself respect as an audio person. You are a very important part of a team, a very important part of the performance. What you do, basically everybody hears. Maybe the instrumentalist can hide, and they can lip sync and nobody hears them. But when a sound person does something great or something bad, everybody usually hears it. So again, take your responsibility as a sound person very seriously. You're part of a ministry. You can do wonderful things, and usually you're undeserved or uncongratulated. That's okay. But make sure that you are giving your best to that. And again, using the talkback mic gives you a voice, if you will, in your rehearsals and in your setting.